G'day and thank you so much for watching today's video. My name is Hein from Hein's Fitness and I am so excited to do today's video. Reason being is because we are going to talk about the nibbling diet and the advantages of it. 10 benefits of the nibbling diet or eating frequently, like 6 meals a day. And this has been a topic that's been on my mind for years, to be honest. And at the fitness college that I'm at, we decided to do a project on it. So I've got a whole bunch of journal articles that I read through. It was really fun, very interesting stuff. Also spoke to some athletes with regarding to the nibbling diet. So before I dive into it, the 10 points, I've made previous videos about doing some water workouts and also some calf strengthening and whatnot. So check that out. Please subscribe to the channel to get more content because we are now pumping out 3 videos a week and that is so exciting. Great. So you heard the nibbling diet, and it's literally like you nibble because you don't eat lots of meals. You don't eat breakfast, lunch and supper, so your 3 meals a day. It's rather goes like this: breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, supper. Or you could have like a pre-breakfast snack, like a slice of toast with some honey or something, and then your actual breakfast. But the whole concept of the nibbling diet is to spread the nutritional load throughout the day. So some athletes have said, well, the athletes that I spoke to have said that they could now jump twice a day. These are now bodybuilders. They did the nibbling diet. They still took in the same amount of calories, but they just split it up into regular intervals around the day so that they can have energy. So that is the first benefit that we're going to look at. It is the eating frequently increases the energy intake. So your body is actually now taking in more energy every time you eat a meal. So think of an effervescent, like a Efferflu C. When you're sick, you pop a little tablet into water and it fizzles up. Next time you try it, try breaking it up into smaller pieces and put it in a glass. I can guarantee it's going to dissolve quicker. The same way is how your stomach processes that food. So instead of having like a giant meal like the warrior diet or intermittent fasting, boom, the body's breaking it down, taking nutrients, but then it stores fat. So it's going to store all the unused fat, all the unused things in your body. So what the nibbling diet aims to do is having smaller portions which your body digests, and then it uses more nutrients, therefore storing less fat in your body. So the first benefit is that it gives you more energy because now it can take those nutrients from the food and you can now have energy to go throughout your day. That brings us to the second benefit, and that stored fat is also called triglycerides, which is not cancer. Well, it's cholesterol. It's fat in your blood cells, or in your blood system, sorry. So that is benefit number 2, is that it can work on your cholesterol. So that's also really good for, especially if reaching an older age. You don't want to spend so much energy processing food. Rather eat in a smaller quantity so that you can have more energy. And then that brings us to another thing, like cholesterol is what you call a metabolic risk. So number 3 is now eating regularly, frequently. It lowers your metabolic risk, and that's now includes diabetes, includes kidney failure. It's just really awesome. And then the benefit number 4 is that you don't get hungry throughout the day. This is like quite a controversial point because you then gonna eat less. But there's something called I think it's called statin. Forget that, but there's something that gets produced when you eat food, and that like suppresses your hunger. So eating these smaller quantities, it's not like you're eating smaller, you're gonna get hungry. It is, you're gonna eat smaller quantities, and then you get used to eating the smaller quantities, and then you just chow throughout the day. So you won't get hangry eating this. And then also it number 5 is that it makes your blood glucose levels and your insulin concentrations less. So that is now spreading the nutritional load. Like I said, it works with the diabetes. I mean, this stuff was really interesting to research. Another interesting benefit that I found here was a psychological benefit, actually. So smaller children, especially while they're still at home, or like the older generation when they're living at home with you, maybe in an outroom, wherever, eating meals with each other throughout the day is said to be very good for you, and it's good for a child's development, because now it is going to be eating all of its nutrients, and you're watching him or her, that they don't develop some eating disorders, like they get addicted to sugar or something. And you're watching this video, so you're interested in health. The nibbling diet is a really cool one to do. Okay, benefit number 6, if I've been counting correctly, is that it can lower your blood pressure. So hallelujah, check here the older generation. Eating less lowers your blood pressure. You know, research doesn't lie. So just have a look at that. So eating 6 times a day can lower your blood pressure. And then it actually makes you lose weight. So because you're now using the optimal amount of energy, you're not storing fat anymore. You compare to a regular diet and the nibbling diet, you can actually start shredding just by changing the quantity that you're eating. So now you can have more energy and you can have less stored fat, which in turn will make your BMI better. Because BMI, your body mass index, it takes your weight times by the circumference, the square meters of your skin. So your limbs are going to be short, smaller, leaner, etc. And also the bodybuilder who gymmed twice a day said that he picked up actually some serious mass because he was now gymming twice a day. You know, eating before meal, after meal, eating, gym, before, after, chowing is really interesting. Okay, so, oh gosh, I think we're at point number 8, because in my notes it's 9. Great, so then it can lower your blood pressure. I actually made that twice now, I apologize, gosh. Okay, great, and then the last one, eating frequent meals throughout the day is shown to decrease in FFM, which is fat-free mass, and increase resting energy expenditure. So, which means that you will be leaner because you're eating more frequently. And yeah, that fat relates back to the insulin, relates back to the cholesterol, and just like leaner altogether. So have a thought. I don't know if you're going to now change your diet to the nibbling diet. I don't think I am, because for me it's not practical, because you know, I go to college 8 o'clock and then lunch is only at 12, and then I'll finish at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. But definitely, I mean, take fruit. Listen, a meal is not a meal like you can have steak, egg and chips every hour of the day or every time there's a meal. It's you have your normal breakfast. Like let's say you're having a toast, eggs, bacon, whatever. Let's say you have just your toast and your bacon in the morning, and then your eggs between, like as your snack. And then you'll have your normal lunch, maybe take 2/3 of the lunch, have it as the snack between your lunch and your supper. And then you can also chuck some fruits, banana and an apple anywhere, which will count as a little meal. And then you have your supper as early as possible and as small as possible as well. So great, that was now 10 benefits of the nibbling diet, of the eating more than 3 meals a day is considered frequent. So I really hope that this video helped. Please check out the rest of the YouTube channel, because I'm really excited. This is the first time that I've done something about nutrition, but just like all the pages and the references, it is also a very conflicting field of study, because there are some articles that say that there's no difference between eating frequent meals and eating normal meals with regards to muscle mass or losing weight or whatnot. But it is a definite thing that I've seen in all the articles, that it does increase your energy intake. So eating all of those regular meals, you'll have lots of energy so that you can train for the peak performance. I mean, athletes can follow this diet. Varsity students can follow this diet. Older people can follow this diet, because it can all fit into their time schedule. I'm not sure if the working person will be able to, 10 o'clock tell a client quickly, sorry, I just want to have my banana and oats quickly, something like that. But yes, awesome. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. My name's Hein from Hein Fitness. Please just check out the rest of my channel. I really appreciate it. And have any comments, if you have comments below.